Well, howdy there, y'all. You can call me Farmer Buster. Now, I seen all you kids out there moaning and complaining about getting stung by them wasps and bitten by them spiders, so I'm here to teach you how to catch them right proper. Now, first thing you gotta know about wasps is you don't have to catch them to get away. If y'all get caught by surprise, well, now y'all better run, boy, I tell you what. But all you gotta do is run inside any old building, and them critters will leave you right as rain, I tell you what. But that there's the pansy way of doing things. I ain't no greenhorn. Don't let them bugs hunt after you. You gotta hunt after them, boy. When you want to catch a wasp, make sure you've got your net equipped and at the ready. Then go about shaking trees front and center. Not from behind, not on the side. Front and center. And don't you worry about shaking them fruit trees. Ain't gonna be no wasp in them. Now once you're shaking them out of the tree, you'll already be looking right at them. All you gotta do is mash the A button, and you've got yourself a wasp, easy as pie. And that's why it's important that you shake it from the front. Otherwise, your angling might be such that a press of an A button doesn't do nothing but shake that thar tree again, and that leaves a feller fixing to get bit. Well, other than that, all you gotta watch out for is trees with no empty space in front of them. Bunch of flowers or weeds or even the coastline can force that nest to drop in a strange location where it ain't so easy to swing your net at them bugs. Now, wasp is pretty easy to catch, but I reckon most of y'all are here to learn how to catch spider, so I won't keep you waiting any longer. For this demonstration, I'm gonna be setting up a mystery island so that them tarantula ought to come out more often. There ought to be other videos out there on the internets showing you how to do that in more detail. But here's the abridged version. First, y'all are gonna want to pick all them flowers, I tell you what. That'll stop them beetles from spawning on them. Might also consider pulling up them weeds so them spiders have more space to show up on. Centipede and roly-poly can hide underneath them rocks, so it's worth it to break any of them too. Next, y'all better chop down all them trees, boy. Them moths can show up on them, so now I tell you what. What in Sam Hill? Charlie! Now that you've chopped down them trees without incident, you're all set to catch some spider. Spider is just as scared of you as you are of them now, but when they feel threatened, they've been known to pounce. And boy, ain't nothing more threatening to a tarantula than a kid with a bug net. So if you want to drastically decrease your chances of being bit, y'all better put that tool away while you're hunting. And unless y'all have ended up on Spider Island, y'all'd better expect to see a few other critters, such as wharf roaches and them tiger beetles. Also best keep an eye out for them giant water bugs long as they're in season. Now if you did land on Spider Island, I'll be praying to the good baby Jesus that he rest your soul now. But once you see that spider, follow behind him at a safe distance until he stops moving. That's when you get your net out. Make sure you're lined up with that critter, and then charge! And that's just how it's done, boy. Now, it might take some practice until you can get used to the timing of it, but once you get the hang of it, this method will net you the most spider in the least amount of time. I seen some of you kids trying to hide behind holes or sneak up on them all sneaky-like, but them there are pansy methods. They're slow, and they sure ain't any less risky. Walking up all slow like you're the spider whisperer, hiding behind a trench there with your mama. Boy, you gotta wonder who the real hunter is, you see stuff like that. So, they tell me I have to stop doing the whole Farmer Buster thing. Supposedly it was getting too offensive. You know, except that I still stand by what I said, Todd! Quit trying to censor my free speech! Anyway, hi, you can call me Buster. Normally, YouTubers make tutorials like this where they just rehash some information they found on a wiki somewhere and then add a bunch of fluff to it to drag it out for 10 minutes. You know, for that sweet ad revenue. But I'm actually quite a small YouTuber. I just hit 500, yay! So I understandably wanted to do something to try and stand out from the crowd a little bit. Ever since the order to shelter at home began, my average views have literally doubled, despite me not having uploaded a public video since, when was that again? October of last year! Wow, I've been out of the game for a while. But I figure with all these people watching, myself having a whole lot more free time, and Animal Crossing being the popular new game out right now, this would be a great time for me to start making a few videos on it.
My analytics show pretty clearly that tutorials do really well, so you can expect to see more Animal Crossing tutorials from me in the coming weeks. It gives me a great excuse to play the game as much as I have been. But more importantly, may also serve as an incentive for you to maybe, subscribe and help me reach my current goal of 1,000 subscribers. And you know what else is a good excuse to play Animal Crossing? My live stream at mixer.com/BusterBeachside, where I've mainly been playing this game since it came out. Okay, yeah, that put me deep into the personal ad territory. Now back to regularly scheduled content. So those of you with Southern Hemisphere islands, or Northern Hemisphere peeps watching this in the future, you may be wondering about scorpions. From what I've seen, using the same technique I showed for tarantulas should work fine for scorpions as well. I'm personally a Northern Hemisphere island, and I'm strongly against time traveling, even if it's for a video. So I wasn't able to test that or get any of my own footage. It should be just about the same though. And speaking of tarantulas, try and make sure you can see it before you go in for the catch. Otherwise it might move around off screen and cause you to miss your swing.
If you don't see it, you don't swing it. That's how you get bit, boy.
Also, your net is definitely gonna break at some point. Just assume it will. You can always buy more flimsy nets from Wilbur with Nook Miles, or you can just gather a stockpile of sticks beforehand, and then you can just craft them as you go. Well, with that, thank you all ever so much for watching. I've got a few more Animal Crossing videos in the pipeline, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to know when they go live. I've been working from home during the quarantine, so they may not be ready tomorrow or anything, but rest assured, they are coming. I'm thinking the next one will be about a few quality of life tips to help improve your island life, which the game doesn't really tell you about. I think it could be pretty useful for a lot of you. Until then, any likes or comments on this video will help improve its chances of being surfaced by the YouTube algorithm, plus it helps my own personal morale more than you may realize. But until next time, goodbye everyone, and I leave you with a blooper. Oh, I don't know, maybe subscribe to help me reach my current goal? Girl, I tell you what, girl.